So when the Lil Rod lawsuit came out and there's the gay allegations about Meek Mill as well as Usher, but Meek Mill was the one that got real upset. He said, I'm not gay. Like he's everyone stop asking me if I'm gay. I'm not gay. And then you went in and then he essentially threatened to kill you.
So essentially what happened is we've been, I do long live streams. I'm streaming for like 5-6 hours. Like, right. When these things are happening, we're not just giving quick takes. Like I'm going, like even today, I bought the Christian Combs document, like the entire lawsuit. We're reading it word for word. We want to see what's a lot of times on these sites, I've always said, like, I kind of pride myself on trying to go the extra mile. A lot of people just go to, like, say, I don't know, Rolling Stones or Variety, and they see a summary of what's in a lawsuit, and they regurgitate it and even make it even smaller, and they put that out.
Yeah.
Well, I got time, and people want deep dives, no Diddy. And we got a lawsuit. So the Lil Rod lawsuit we got.
Yeah, I read through the whole thing.
And it didn't mention Meek by name. But there was a footnote.
A Philly rapper who used to date Nicki Minaj.
It was like a Jeopardy question.
Duh, who is that? There could only be one person on the planet. Unless there's a Philly rapper that also dated Nicki that no one knows about, it's obviously Meek Mill.
So essentially, I reacted to, like, I literally found out on stream, like, what the like, yo, no way Meek Mill was in these freak-offs. Like, I know we've seen the video in the pool and the matching outfits, but no, Meek is like the toughest, biggest gangster. Like, he's like a killer. Like, no way he's like getting, bent over by Diddy, the diddler. So I reacted like, I'm not even believing it. That reaction went viral. And the next day, Meek, as I said, he's a special type of stupid, as 50 would say. He's seen me reacting to it and thought, I made it up. So he's like, yo, you know what I'm gonna do to academics when I catch it? Now, previously me and Meek had a truce.
But I remember, because I remember the last couple of times I brought his name, and you're like, hey, listen, me and Meek are cool right now. I don't want to take any shots at him.
We had a truce, but Meek and him being so dense and being so dumb, he actually thought that I made up the lawsuit. And by the way, even after he started threatening me, and I said, I didn't make it up. I said, just clear up whatever it is, but I didn't make it up. You know what he said? This is clearly AI generated. I'm like, yo, Meek, Meek is so dumb he couldn't even spell AI. Like, how the hell you know this is AI generated? Bro, this is an actual lawsuit. I'm showing him, like, look, it's filed in federal court.
Right.
Nah, this
Here's
is lies.
the PDF file.
Exactly. So
the PDF's AI.
Yeah, so he basically starts, he says, you know what, man? He's like, yo, he starts going like off the deep end. He hasn't even cleared up the rumors yet. Like, rather than saying, hey, this is lies, I'm gonna have my attorney, deal with any salacious lies spreading about me like a normal entertainer would. I am not gay or whatever the case is, or I've never been in any sexual situation with Diddy. He says, I'm gonna kill you academics, and what I'm gonna do is, he says, first things first, he says, someone send me academics address.
Right. He said, I'll die to shut you down.
Yeah, then he says, I'm going to die to do it. Then it was so ironic.
Which is crazy. Which is a crazy thing to say. Meek is cut it out. You're not going to die to shut down academics. You're a multimillionaire with a great career and kids. Cut it out.
Yeah,
grow up.
Meek literally then tweeted out a couple tweets after. He said, well, the governor just called me. And I was just like, this makes like, wait, you're planning a murder online. And the governor calls you to talk you out of it? Like, also, the reason why him and the governor are in cahoots is primarily because he's the guy that they kind of taunt around for prison reform.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah.
And he's like, yo, I'm down to die over it.
Yeah.
The funny thing, I always tell people, I said, this is a gangster rapper.
What's up? It's All the Spaceman. DJ Academics goes crazy and he react to the gay rumors that been going around with Meek Mill. Meek Mill said that he's gonna kill academics because they're spreading lies on him. Man, this shit is just crazy, man. When all of those gay rumors came out about Meek Mill and Diddy in a relationship, we saw the matching clothes. We saw Meek Mill in the pool. Why would Meek Mill put up $100,000 so that they can investigate that he don't got nothing to do with Diddy? That just looks so suspicious to me, man. Because no way you wanna got me wearing matching clothes and doing all type of gay activities, and these ninjas are just mad that we're exposing them. They're freaks in this industry, man. But it is what it is, man. You need to watch a full video. Let's get it.
Paradox when they're threatening a civilian. They say this: yo, I'm gonna kill you, this and third, and if you actually say, all right, I'm not scared of you still, because you usually back out once they say they're going to kill you, because they're a gangster rapper. They rap about spinning blocks, Glocks, and switches. They're the killers of the earth, okay? When you tell me you're not scared of them, they flip it on you. Man, you just trying to trick me out of my position. You trying to send me to jail.
Right. He said, I'm going to treat you exactly to the effects of you influencing. I'm gay and I have 3 sons. I'm getting you Addy now. I'm coming.
Then he told me he was going to record a video and pee on my steps. And I was like, well,
right.
I imagine Meek just like sneaking up and like, first I'm like, yo, that's a sexual crime already. And Diddy is already into some shit that you're alleged with. Don't pull out your penis on my property. That's a problem. That's a sexual crime. You can't just whip out your dick anywhere, Vlad. You gotta tell these people. That's a crime.
Yeah.
So he threatened to come. Don't come with the same dick that you and Diddy been doing whatever with and come pee on my property. Afterwards, he said the governor basically told him that he should stop beefing with me. And then he went into this whole tirade of how he's going to, I'm going to donate some, like, so I told him, I said, listen, what's not cool is a rapper like you who's pushing 40. There's nothing wrong with aging. It's a beautiful thing.
Yeah. But
still acting like, one night he says, because the people in Philly have been saying, you don't even live here. Like, why do you keep acting like you're still in the trenches, like, and you're living a bad life? You live in a really good life. He lives like in one of the most expensive high rises in New York City, right?
I don't know.
Like, he just showed off like about 10 expensive cars that sit in that car fix down in South Jersey, right? This guy's living really good.
Yeah.
Except he's saying that he's down to spin, because people from his own hometown said, you're not here like that. You're not actually in the hood. You're rich. He shows up at 3 a.m. in like a Maybach, driving around saying he's looking for his ops. How convenient.
Remember, if you watched the 50 Cent Drink Champs interview, 50 Cent said, when he hung out with Diddy this one time, he's like, yeah, man, I'm going to take you shopping. Take me shopping? What, like I'm a bad bitch or something? Like, what the hell? And then I don't know if you heard my story where Diddy tried to buy my jacket off me.
For real?
You never heard about this?
Oh, shit. He was trying to get you on clothes.
Yo, I was at a club.
Yo, he was about to pay per item to get you naked?
Yo, listen. No, we were at a club. I was at a club.
Yo, that's like a disgusting form of naked twister. I'm going to just buy your clothes off you. Like, this is crazy.
I was at a club. I've told the story a few times. I said it on Drink Champs the first time. I was at a club, and my man Rikers, he basically was doing celebrity.
Your man name is Rikers?
That was his nickname.
Oh, I was about to say, God damn.
It's his nickname. Everyone knows who he is,
okay,
right?
Okay,
this is a name that everyone's familiar with. And there was a company called Stalin Dean. They did these really dope throwbacks. And he gave me this jacket with a matching beanie. So, I'm feeling fresh and everything else like that. I go to the club, and I'm hanging out. Diddy just happens to be in the club. So this dude walks up to me, and he was like, yo, I work for Diddy. I said, okay, cool. He's like, yeah, man, Diddy really likes that jacket. He wants to buy it off you. I'm like, no, man, I'm good. I'm not going to take off my jacket and sell it to a man. Damn. You sure? I'm like, yes, I'm sure. He's like, all right, man, well, I just want you to know, he wants you to know that you're the flyest dude in here. I said, all right, cool. And the next day, I remember I told Rikers the story, and the next day, they contacted Rikers, and they got one of the jackets from him. My thing was, it was just sort of weird. It was like, why don't you just ask me where I got it? I'll tell you.
You was looking in shape, then he probably was looking at you like Meek Mill in the pool. Yo, you doing it, daddy. Yo, you scrambling and scraping.
I just thought it was weird, man. I thought it was weird. I thought it was weird to tell, and like I wouldn't want to. I don't wear used clothes. Like it was like, why would I buy someone's clothes off them?
All that being said, though, Vlad, that's not even illegal, man.
No, it's perfectly
not illegal. And this is where
illegal. It's just a little weird.
No, of course. This is where this at this place of, the disturbing elements are. Yo, everybody knows this is what like Mark Curry and a few others say. Yo, everybody know you going to Diddy party. One bottle is going to be the unspiked liquor.
Yeah, I don't believe that. And you know something? I talked to my man Sean Prez, who does a lot of interviews for me, and he was there. Essentially near the beginning of Bad Boy. He said, "Oh, this is bullshit." And he basically said Mark Curry, he didn't make it as an artist, so he's going to go and make up a whole bunch of shit. A lot of this stuff I feel is so sensationalized. Like, for example, when Columbus Short, remember he did that whole story about, and Diddy called me up at 2 a.m. and he said, I want to come over, I want to talk to you about some business. He's like, oh, who else is over there? Oh, just me.
That's movie call hours though, Vlad.
Man, listen.
Vlad, come on.
If Diddy called me
at 2 a.m.
And said, I want to talk some business with you, I would absolutely go.
2 a.m.
2 a.m. What's he going to do? He's going to hold me down and ass? Like, so what's he gonna do?
Yeah, until
what's he gonna do?
Until you drink some of that sparkling water.
Well, I probably
your
wouldn't
ass
drink
gonna be sparkling the whole night.
I wouldn't drink the water. I would just.
What you think? You're parched. You gonna have it? You gonna have it?
I'll bring my own water.
A nigga like Diddy look like he gonna have the spot 102. You're like, damn, it's hot up in here. You got some water? Yeah.
Okay, so you mean to tell me?
I'm not going to no 2 a.m.
Well, hotel room.
Oh, that's even worse.
What are they gonna do to you?
Bro, why do I need to come up? Why can't we talk on the phone?
Okay, so
you got a great idea. Let's talk.
You mean to tell me that, listen, we all deal with people who are geniuses in their own way.
Yeah.
You know, entrepreneurs, geniuses, millionaires, billionaires. You and I both know people like this. You know they function on their own schedule. When they're inspired in the middle of the night or on the weekend or whatever else, it's like, yo, okay, I got this idea. Yo, come over. I want something to, I want to discuss this with you. You could say no, call me on Monday. By Monday, they've already gone to someone else.
Yeah, but
it's not. To me, it's not a big deal.
No. Contextually, I think
it's not a big deal. You're saying if Jay-Z called you at 2 a.m. say, "Yo, listen, I got this idea."
I don't know what Jay into either. I ain't going over there.
Okay, well, I would.
Hell nah.
I don't have a problem with that. I don't have a problem with that. In fact, I mean, look at for example.
No. If he tell me his family is at the crib,
listen.
Like a private hotel.
I've talked to people. I've talked to people that knew Kobe very well. And they said that Kobe would pull this type of shit with his teammates. He would call them at 3 a.m. and say, hey, go to the gym. I want to practice with you. And the ones that would say no,
we're going to the gym.
The ones that say
if he
no,
said come in the sauna,
he'd get him off the team. And the ones that say yes, he'd be like, okay, this dude is serious. He has the same kind of passion that I do.
You ever seen that meme when they say when you show up to the Diddy party and you like where the hoes at, but you're the hoe? You ever seen that one?
I haven't seen that one, but
yeah, you show up to Diddy's room and you're like, damn, Diddy, I thought you had some bitches over here. They'd be like, yeah, Playboy, that's you. Yeah.
And I would turn around and walk out.
It's all right. Well, according to all these people, if we're going by their word, all these guys look like they weren't really trying to disagree to all the butt sexing and.
If I came over to Diddy's room at 2 a.m. and he's got his bathrobe open,
yeah,
and it's like,
he's sitting on the edge of the bed, and he just open his leg like that.
His legs.
You could see see a ball sack dropping, and he's staring at you, Vlad.
Right.
He's like, yo, Vlad TV gonna be the biggest, Playboy. So
I'm good. I've already had meetings with Revolt that went nowhere. I say I'm good. No thanks. I walk out.
Okay, but that's what I'm trying to say.
And if someone tried to jump me and assault me, I would press charges and I would sue.
Vlad, you're being so dense. You gotta imagine, you go to some of these people's places, and that's what's really detailing these lawsuits. It's such a phenomenal but so extravagant place. It's not like, even if you're on guard, there's 50 different ways to take down your inhibition. Like it's gonna make you unguarded a little bit. Hey, all right, what's up? He might really.
You can't unguard me to have gay sex with you.
Yo,
it will not happen.
If he's,
I have never been that unguarded in my life.
And
I've done ecstasy and acid and mushrooms and a lot of weed and liquor. I've never been that unguarded. It will not happen with me.
It's the reason why 50 used to call it the Diddy juice. Like, he spiked your Ciroc or your little De Leon. You know what I mean?
Right. I wouldn't drink anything.
He got you off. I
would
like
be obviously guarded coming over there, but I wouldn't drink anything. And I don't think that.
Hold on. But with
I also wouldn't think that Diddy would want to have sex with me. I'm sure there's much more younger and attractive men that he could have
you
sex
walk in the room, Vlad, and the first thing you say to you would be like, "Remember, I told you was looking fly in that brown jacket. I got one jacket in the closet right now. You put that on?
You might be wearing the jacket when I came in.
You want to try this on?" Or he give you the jacket, his shirt is off.
No,
he flexing his pecs.
Like I said, man, I'm not tripping. I'm not tripping. And like, for example, like, there's interviews by Exhibit. And the reason why Dr. Dre Exhibit for so long, and, you got to understand that Exhibit at one point was not a very well-known West Coast artist. He was down with Alcoholics. He had like Paparazzi, which was a nominal hit. But at one point, Dre started him, and that totally transformed his career. He said the reason why that happened is that whenever Dre would call him, middle of the night, weekend, he's with his kids, he's with his girl, he's asleep. Come to the studio. Boom. He drops whatever he was doing. He would go over there, and that's how the relationship with Dre formed. And he became a multimillionaire because of that. Because Dre is Dre. And Diddy's Diddy. You can't deny the talent level.
Again, maybe if I didn't hear all these things, you'd be like, okay, maybe this person just want to talk some business.
Yeah.
But now you got to go in there with like, you go there to swinging a butt plug, some shit. Come on, man. Hey.
If I saw the butt plug, I would turn around and leave.
This is what I got to say. The famous Dave Chappelle skit, You know, when they say, yo, it's 9/11, and he said, I'm watching news, and they said, man, all of a sudden they say, yo, we got Ja Rule on the phone. And he says, who the what Ja Rule thinks at a time like this?
It was a stand-up special, yeah.
Well, in reality, now we care about Ja Rule. And where is Ja Rule, matter of fact? Gene Deal, the bodyguard, he was describing these freak offs on time.
I've interviewed Gene Deal. Some of the stuff he says is true. A lot of the stuff doesn't match up.
Okay, but still.
He said, like, I remember he did this whole thing about Biggie, and like he was saying how like Biggie was so upset over Tupac's death that's how he got into an accident. And I remember when we interviewed Lil C's, he said, no, the timeline of that is all wrong. I got into an accident. I was driving. It was way later. The two events have nothing to do with each other.
Well, regardless.
Gene Deal, listen, I like Gene Deal. I've interviewed him before, but a lot of stuff he says is just not true.
Oh, shit.
It's simply not true. The only reason I interviewed him was because he was there the night Biggie got killed. That was the main story I wanted. Well, and I got it.
Well, he speaks
and
a lot of other stories.
And that part was relatively accurate.
And one of the stories he said, man, you know, he was watching the door while Diddy was in there doing a freak off with God knows who. There's some woman that went in there, and he said somebody tried to come. I think he might have said it was Lil Caesar. Somebody, I don't know. So no, it was somebody who was the mans of the other person tried to come in, and he said, yo, I got instructions. I can't let nobody up in here, right? And he said almost they got into an altercation, and said when that happened, he says, I guess the people in the room, they came out to see what was going on. He said Diddy came out in the robe, and Ja Rule came out in the robe. All we want to know is, where is Ja? Ja, this is the time for you to say what's going on in there. That's what I'm saying. You get what I'm saying?
I got Ja's number. I'll call him up.
Yeah, you should clarify that story because this is what the audience like us is thinking. We're thinking this is giant freak-offs, and because of the silence of everyone, we're thinking that all with the freaky deaky, butt plug, all that type of stuff, which it probably wasn't true, but like, everybody should come and clarify, be like, hell no, I had no goddamn freak off with Diddy or I don't know what they would say, but everybody been a lot quiet. Like, where these people been at?
Yeah, man, listen, I don't know.
Man, Usher went to Bali. Like, yo, Usher went from the Super Bowl and started doing, like, you know what I mean, some Indian style in Bali with, what's the name? Why don't these people be like, yo, when I heard that Usher and Diddy was wrestling over the Frosted Flakes, I always thought it was something else. You ever wrestle over the Frosted Flakes, Vlad?
Yeah, no, this is,
yo, we need some clarification.
I'm speechless right now about the Frosted Flakes.
Yo, the Frosted Flakes?
There are videos saying that Usher lived with Diddy.
You imagine what they over the Cheerios. Holy shit. Oh, my God.
Man, this interview was interesting, man. These ninjas are on some real astrology. Vlad said that he would have went to Diddy's house 2 o'clock in the morning at his hotel room. Man, that was just some weird shit. I'm not doing that shit, man. All of these rumors that is coming out about Diddy, I don't want to be in a room alone with that ninja. That ninja would have hold Vlad down, rub some baby oil on him, and take that, because he's a real bad boy. But all of these rumors, Meek Mill getting mad because everyone is saying that he's homosexual and he's gay. Why would you get so mad and you break down in court? This ninja was crying tears like the tape was getting released. Man, this shit was just crazy, man. Diddy was blackmailing a lot of rappers. When I heard that Usher and Diddy was fighting for the Frosted Flakes, man, I was really saying, Frosted Flakes without no milk? What this ninja really on? These ninjas are really on some wild timing. And Diddy got 1,000 bottles of baby oil and it's laced with GBD. Man, that was some crazy shit. Pink cocaine, all type of drug. Ninja out of control with the gay shit, man. So I'm not going to no man hotel room in 2 a.m. in the morning. I'm not so thirsty for success for giving up my booty hole. That was just some asshole shit. These ninjas are queer to me. These ninjas are after me gay, man. But Diddy been doing a lot of stuff for so long, and now it's getting so normal when they said that Diddy did this, Diddy did that, Diddy sexually assaulting guys. Most of these ninjas wanted to do the gay shit because they're gay in real life. They ain't gangsters to me. They're doing all type of shit just to be stars so that they can be accepted with the elites and do whatever so that they can be on top. Because Diddy is so powerful. He got control of the Grammy, the awards, all of the shit that is going on. He's so influential in the rap business. So a lot of these ninjas willing to do anything for success. I'm not doing that shit, man. I'm not going to Diddy hotel room where he'll be saying to me, take off your shirt, let me see what you're working with, playboy. Turn around, let us see the booty. Man, that ninja wild. That ninja was really on some gay timing for a long time. You're gonna call a man, a grown man, daddy in the pool. You deserve it, daddy. And you'll be in a robe and you'll be saying scrambling, scraping for shit. What type of crazy shit is that? This ninja wild, man. He's just wild. So Diddy just need to come out and make a big announcement and tell the old world that he's just gay and proud and he's not changing. He don't want to come out of the closet. I don't know why, because he's just trying to be a thug so bad. But everybody know that Diddy is gangsta-licious. He got a lot of licious in him. But it is what it is, man. It's Outer Space. Like, share, subscribe. Have a blessed day.
Okay, we're doing it. We're getting into it. Look at us. Okay, so obviously we know what's going on with Diddy and Cassie, but that's settled. So we're going to get into some shit surrounding all of this, you know? Some people are saying Diddy is just an overprotective, over-friendly guy to certain people, while others are calling him the gay hip-hop boogeyman.
When you like this, Daddy. Daddy, I like when you scrambling and scraping for shit.
A very confident Diddy says to Noriega, I love it when you're like this, Daddy. I love when you're scrounging and scraping and scrambling and shit. Obviously, Noriega knows what that lingo means as he's doing the scrambling and scratching and scraping and shit. It's no secret that Diddy refers to certain men as Daddy.
Did you miss me, though? For real.
Here's a very helpless Fab at this moment. Looks a bit frightened.
Why won't you party with me for your birthday, man?
And we see Fab starts to stutter.
We.
Damn. Sorry. Then we have a man claiming that he witnessed Diddy dangling Wale over a balcony for being in the studio with Cassie. Wale responds like a noble poet, the slow demise of authentic journalism. I used to pray for Gullible. Now I'm scared of him. Wild times. Did he hang you off of there? I'm about to slow demise of the journalist. Did he hang you off of there? Damn. Now, from just looking at this picture, people would assume that Diddy and Meek had something going on or whatever. In my opinion, it's not the shirts. It's the way Meek is posing, you know. But he does that. It's always Meek's pose, you know, because here we see a very arched Meek on the side of the pool.
Man, you doing it, man. You deserve it, Daddy. You putting in
He looks a little distressed, like he's been scrambling and scraping and ouchie. Diddy in this video refers to Meek as Daddy, putting in that work. Again, no secret to that. Now this one is very interesting.
out arenas and everything, starting to act different, huh? You ain't been calling me and hanging out the way we used to hang out.
Well, I mean, you try to get in contact with me, you know, through all my, partners and whatnot. Mm-hmm. But you never really got my number, so.
Right, okay.
My number?
Yeah.
Now, of course, we're all thinking the same thing. I know. Why the would you be hanging out with him? But we cannot negate the fact that young Justin Bieber was around Usher as well. Nothing there. Interesting footage of Diddy getting a haircut.
When I was, man, DJ, give me the thing, man. I'm loved now, y'all. So you know, back in the day, somebody may got thrown out the window for that shit. But not no more. I just handled it with grace.
We saw the diddler about to come out, didn't we? Shit. Diddy allegedly pressured Cassie to get breast plants in 2009 and then forced the surgeon to take them out and redo them 1 week post-op because he didn't like the results. I think what we're all missing here is who's the doctor? And is he still a doctor, right? What? In the middle of all this drama, we have DJ Academic's Rosie O'Donnell body built wide hip lumberjack dyke shaped ass tweeting to Young Miami. Young Miami, your loud ass ain't tweeting 4 days. Come on, don't make it this obvious. But what say? Yeah, period. Like, do nothing to her.